Hi there. My name is Tanya D, and I am the host of Musing with Tanya D podcast, the CEO of the Shamanic Healing Academy for online wizards looking to connect with their intuitive self at tanyad.com. And if you don't know me, I have been in the intuitive realm, the subtle realm, for most of my earthly existence. I primarily do this now through online digital products, my audio medicine room, and really spirit guided me to work with specific mentors. Elder Malidoma Somé, an indigenous medicine man, shaman, an elder of the Dagar tribe in Dano, Burkina Faso, along with Cindy Dell. So the universe is always granting us opportunities to be guided to specific mentors, to be proteges of their magic medicine ritual. So why online? Well, of course, I don't think I really need to tell you that online offerings and digital products, even an audio room, are really hands down the easiest, most fulfilling ways that truly exist at the current moment in this timeline. Just being able to connect with anyone from all over the world. Truly, I believe soon the subtle virtual world appears to be on the horizon. What else allows us to learn from the comforts of our own library in the sky? And chances are, if you are tuning in, listening to this, you too have the desire to connect with your intuitive self, spirit, source, the divine intelligence that we're all a part of, until you inspire and ignite your own individual gift and purpose, the origins that resides within each and every one of us. Chances are you too may be running into the feelings of being stuck, repeating patterns, not getting the memo, possibly missing more than one thing, or feeling like you're missing all of the things. And if you do happen to be in Salt Lake City, Utah, I do live cowrie shell divinations at Crohn's Hollow on Thursdays between the hours of noon and 4 p.m. one-on-one in-person cowrie shell divinations, Thursdays only. Of course, unless I happen to be filling in for one of the readers there. The link is actually in the show notes. Also, if you would like to investigate the Rising of the Origins, a free online immersion. I generally do this immersion twice a year. However, the portal for the goodies is still open. Replays from this year's Rising are actually on the highway. And in this immersion, I really walk you through the elementals, baby steps into integrating them, connecting to an elemental, so you can see the elements that you too can utilize to ground fundamentally, organically, naturally. You possibly may see, feel, or sense what elemental subscribes actually to you. But head on over to club.tanyad.tv/rise to join this free immersion. Otherwise, I'll be so grateful to see you in person at Crohn's Hollow on Thursdays, noon to 4 p.m. in Salt Lake City, Utah for cowrie shell divinations, along with my weekly show on YouTube as well. So with that, blessings to you, my energetic beings, and welcome back to the Musing Moon Meditation. Of course, this Musing Moon Meditation is dedicated to the goddess of the night, as always, the Aries Full Moon, initiating great change in the area of your chart that Aries is the ruler of. In my case, it's great change installing boundaries, energetic boundaries. Full moons are where we come full circle and release and seal our intentions. It's a time to really revisit those intentions from the previous full moon, which would be that Piscean energy. However, be patient. Like the moon, often it does take 6 months for our intentions to come to fruition. I've been journaling a lot, connecting straight to source energy. But arriving on Friday, September 29th, 2023 at 5:57 a.m. Eastern, 4:57 a.m. Central, 3:57 a.m. Mountain in my village, 2:57 a.m. Pacific. But go ahead and check your timeline for when the goddess of the night does apex for you. She's coming in at her home sign, or Libra's home sign degree, which is really like a wishing well, opening up our heart, receiving the divine full pour. I really kind of feel like this may be that kickstart your heart kind of moment, a deeper time for reflection, possibly getting less sleep. Maybe you're in the gamma state frequency. I don't know. I do sleep outside, so the roosters, being a reflector, energized with the lunar cycles. And the full moon is also known as the harvest full moon. The landscape is kind of getting cleansed, ripe for the picking. The fourth and final supermoon of the season. What else is happening in the cosmic atmosphere with the moon in Aries while the sun is in Libra? It really is an extra spicy sauce. We got the north node and the south nodes in these signs percolating. So it's not quite the eclipse season. It's kind of a preview, a little sneak peek through the cloud lines of what's to come. Just really get ready to set those energetic boundaries, have some harmonics in your relationships. Seed sounds is kind of what I'm feeling, sound healing. It is Libra, so sound actually works that throat center. And really stop allowing others to dictate those expectations upon us. The moon, as always, does represent our emotional field, our foundation, especially when she's blooming bright and full, really shining lights on our spotlights, basically our emotional foundation, and actually streaming out into the world, revealing the hidden truths, feelings usually. I tend to do rituals for cleansing, letting go of the gunk, the past, a way to open up new doorways, possibly of a freshie, a new brilliant opportunity, this frequency of energy. This one in particular is really holding those memos, lessons about truly authenticating, recognizing possibly the pesky little flies, the imbalances in our relationship corridor, partnerships, even our creative expressions. So do you ever feel like you're kind of sacrificing a part of your soul or spirit or personal integrity just to keep the peace? Often people pleasing others, dimming your light possibly? Well, I'm just saying, hang on to your horses. We aren't out of the gate yet. You may have a touch of that Mars, Arian kind of energy, that impulsive firecracker attack in a way. Now, ask questions later, kind of energy, tensions in relationships. But as always, the key is to be authentic to your soul, your prime directive, and focus on those grounding techniques. Again, I use the elementals that really create structure, possibly a little restraint in our corridor, holding us at the gate. When it comes to actions, maybe being impulsive, overly impulsive, even in spending, like sometimes people do that rebound spending in your connection with others. So this is really all about that hitting the sweet spot, the balancing of compromise. This is where our relationships authentically thrive. It's a chance to really highlight and percolate, bubbling. I'm thinking of joy molecules, where you have been holding those reins so super tight, along with how we can establish a more assertive action that really is in divine alignment, that's a benefic to both of ourselves, inner world, along with our connections out in the world. And if you do happen to know your sun, moon, or rising, my friends and guests, really let's allow this to be the most fantastic illuminating event. Spring always brings in the burst of the freshness, shifting us outdoors to spring clean, new ideas, innovation, projects, goals, and adding the ingredient of the harvest, the fall season. This is like the barren season. This is the time for abundance. It's the intense energy where it's in alignment. And we already have so much cosmic shift happening. And then we got to ask ourselves, does it feel like nothing is happening at all? Sometimes I do feel like that. So with Aries energy added to the cosmic brew, we truly do have a freshie. We've got like a fresh percolating start. It's time to dig deeper. We do have a potential offering. Aries is an initiator, the action, loves to get her done kind of energy, fiery determination. So we really have access. It's almost like putting the key in the door and unlocking it to this energy. And it's great, especially if you're feeling stagnant. Maybe you're in need for some passion. However, I don't know about you, but my guests that have their moon sign in Aries, sometimes they have those outbursts, impulsive behavior, aggressive maybe a little brash, and it really isn't their fault because they are the warriors. This is like this emotional percolating energy where it's like burst out and then ask questions and simmer later. And I do have an essential oil blend for that warrior energy on my website, by the way. Go to tanyad.tv/resources or just tanyad.tv and you'll see resources at the very top there. But What this energy does mean is that if you have any misunderstandings, gripes, maybe you're a little itchy bitchy about something, maybe something's poking at your nerve, emotions bubbling up from the streams underneath the belly or the rug, the harvest moon actually may trigger them. And being that it is in Aries, it's that energy, frequency, vibration, like hit the gym, do some cardio. Our root center really needs to get the flush, the adrenals, take a morning jog or a neighborhood brisk walk. I mean, really, the entire time I feel like the sun is in Libra, the earth is in Aries. We really need to get out and get moving. It might be a great thing for the entire season, along with the North Node in Aries, just saying. Maybe burn off that extra spark of energy. It's like igniting a firecracker, or I'm thinking of sparklers of all things. And just being mindful, that's also a great idea. It's kind of like the topsy-turvettes leaving Virgo, our reality, upgrading our living style, our lifestyle, our habits, our body. That's what I'm doing. Cleaning my house too, right? The fall cleanup. But it's really about optimizing ourselves just in time to really percolate some of those harmonics. Maybe we're being a little more diplomatic. Maybe we're balancing the scales. Libra hates confrontation. And on the other side of that, the balm for this energy, the fiery Aries energy, is the initiator in a way. So for the Aries, this is your full-on reflector kind of a moon. It really is all about who? It's all about you. Some self-exploration, quest, my new word, questioning your identity, deciding whether there's a storm blooming or an imbalance in how you may or may not prioritize yourself in your relationships versus the others outside of you. In essence, it's a divine reflection. So this is your cosmic tune-up, if you will, self-check-in moment, like the Om month, a cosmic reflecting mirror, where you get a peek in, it's the etheric mirror actually, finding your authentic reflection. But here's the hiccup. Usually there's always an energetic hiccup, right? So this full moon is happening in your house of yourself, the first house, the part of your choreography that really rules your identity, your sense of yourself, your instincts, and how you express yourself out into the world. And of course, those opposing forces are your relationships, all kinds, getting that celestial limelight. So it's time to really ask yourself that billion-dollar gravitation kind of question. Have you been spending time in your own little cosmic world, living there a little bit too much, maybe within the environment that you do live in? And it's not letting you shine your brilliance, your light, shimmering your brightness for all the world to see. It's time to kind of reinvent and reintroduce your authentic self on your divine term source. So this is the moment, the oment you've been really waiting for. So it's like coming out like a freshie, coming out of your shell, hibernation, bursting bright, embracing the people, and be passionate. Ignite the passion for your life. Just open up to receiving that sauce. Taurus, you're all about the Earth star, approaching life with an earthly, practical perspective. But holla, go on and tap into your spiritual insights, your gift and your purpose, your spidey, intuitive side, your senses, uncovering the secrets, banishing those illusions. And the cosmic quest for you is to reconnect with your inner senses. Often it comes as a challenge to really allow and let go, get into the flow, usually of the past, open up to accept. And oftentimes the answers that we seek don't come from the material plane. They come from source, fire, right? The ancestors, the realm of spirit. But from the deeper watery field of emotion, it's like moving in between the waves, seeing in between the streams, cracking the nut. It's really essential. So here's an idea in this game of chess. Really heartfelt, left hand on heart. Forgive yourself. Tune in. Forgive yourself for holding on to those certain standards or ideals, ideas imposed upon us, usually from others in the past, this timeline or the physical one, doesn't really matter, or in the past, another lifetime. Also, the opposing side is to forgive those too who may have placed way too many expectations upon your heart. Usually I find those closest to our heart, in my case, my father, usually act with our best interest in there. But really, it's time to focus, hone in on connecting with those healing streams, feeling secure within yourself, your bounty, and your relationships. I would say trust your intuition. It's your cosmic permission slip to really get in touch. It's like Avon calling Mountain Bell with your feelings and embrace the journey of really, I would say, some self-spiritual discovery. Gemini, eyes wide open. There's some revelations to be seen. Are you finding yourself really craving connections, being visible, being seen out into the world, social circles, community, having that aha moment, possibly an epiphany, maybe an eclectic kind of light bulb just pop off, having a heart balancing desire for deep connections, relationships that truly have authenticity, they have meaning. So here's the deal. It's time to actually figure out who you truly need to be connected with. How do you pursue or navigate those connections? Are they really authentically in line with your personal dreams, aspirations, inspirations, inspiritedness, possibly a spirit family? Time to really gather amongst your tribe, connect with feeling, creating a family, a tribe, a village, a community. Usually not by blood, just saying. But key ingredients really is focus on invoking, using words, speaking out loud. Go to your ancestor shrine. Stability, security, a sense of safety within the village, the tribe, groups. And use that galactic, juicy mind of yours and muse about the effort that you do put in, and also reflect upon what you are receiving in return. It's got to be checks and balances of balancing these scales. It's a mutual reception of give and take. And family isn't just given, it's kind of chosen. So it's time to invoke the moon, call in the energy, nurture those friendships, and watch as your social collective and life becomes something more than ever before, blooming through your divine heart, being heartfelt aligned. Cancer. Oh my goddess. This is your moon. Of course, you are the moon, right? And this is all happening in your career house, the 10th house. Social seasoning ingredients of, I would say, awakening your reputation, receiving recognition that your heart so deserves. It's time to shine your light, your brilliance upon your chosen path. But here's the quest, Yun. Do you sometimes do more of that overly internalizing of the family expectations, which may be the light that dims you from really achieving your greatness on your terms of life? So really expecting some movement in the game of chess with your office, conversations there, the feelings of disconnecting from what you should or should not be doing. It's kind of like a career overhaul, a cosmic makeover. So really asking yourself, and remember too, what you think is what comes. What does your heart wish to be known for professionally? And what is the mark? What is the mark? The X marks the spot that you truly want to leave upon the world. Truly, it's time to identify the relationships that authentically support your dreams, and really don't be afraid to kind of spin off those connections that may be blocking your path. This is the cosmic spotlight, limelight for you, really embracing the stage and believing in your own abilities, and allow your inner star guide to ignite you towards the successes that are defined by your inner heart, your light, your desires. Leo, are you feeling like you're in a cosmic pickle? The struggle feels real. Are you getting the right amount of breadcrumbs kind of crippling through? So here's the skinny. Sometimes we get so caught up in the nitty-gritty, the trivial pursuits, that really get in the way of us seeing the galactic, huge, cosmic, big picture. Maybe it's time to see through a different set of eyes, those cosmic eyeglasses, the rose-colored ones, seeing things as the universe does, a different perspective, and truly learning from life's experiences. There's no need to really go overboard with one little comment from a friend, a coworker, family, whatever. No need to sweat the small stuff, being on the stage of life. When we have this grand tapestry, this fabric of life to really focus on. And life always brings us those energetic hiccups, tension, frustrations. However, it really is the tiny moments that really add the ingredient to the bigger mountaintop view. If we can really allow them in, It's all about expanding the sunsets out into the horizons and actually looking out at the world from the cosmic sense, a celestial wishing tree, seeing through the eyes of the Great Spirit, the big picture, where we can push our belief systems to become more open, united. It's united field. I would say it's the uni field, unity. So keep the majestic tree of life open. You know you got this, and I do too. The mountaintop view will be opening up for your brilliant spirit to shine bigger and even brighter. Virgo. I know this to be true. So it's time to embrace your authenticity, your true self. Accept, acknowledge, actualize those realities of who you authentically are. Often we get so stuck in the loop of overanalyzing, trapping ourselves in our own heads, overthinking, worrying about the perfect imperfections. How the world perceives us, what we should do to please others. Guess what? The goddess of the night is our chance to illuminate, have a heart-to-heart, fulfilled conversations with ourselves. You know that inside voice. Facing our inspirited truths about our identity. Where is it that you may be holding back from connecting with others? Especially due to our overcritical, judging kind of fears, it's time to move the chess piece, reduce our vulnerability, move by move. So instead of hiding behind ourselves, saying things like, I'm fine, really be honest, be authentic when you are not up to par. Speak up, invoke, allow others to know what you truly need or want instead of compromising for their benefit. You may feel a little bit heavy or heady. Not to worry, the stars are kind of nudging us, possibly pushing us over the ship, overboard. It's a practice of self-love, loving self. And when we do that, we're going to be better to receive the bounty, the full pour, those streams of divine love, connection through ourselves and also from others. So embrace being vulnerable and have those blunt conversations with yourself and really let go of all the pesky little gnats and the fears that are creating unnecessary anxieties. You know you've got this, and again, I do too. The world will love you more and even more for it. I think it's time that you loved yourself as the Great Spirit does. Just saying. Libra, are you ready for a power surge of inspo? A whirlwind of cosmic ideas dripping in? Those aha downloads, feeling a burning desire to connect with others, sharing your light, your thoughts, percolating some aha moments about how you too can contribute more to the relationships in your life. Along with, at the same time, maybe having some self-realization, realizing that offering more space to others, this is when you may strengthen those connections to be the majestic, beautiful you in that way. But here's the kicker. It's a perfect time to put to bed relationships that belong in the past. Set some unique, healthy, I would say authentic boundaries in the current ones. Be confident. Avoid settling or making too many compromises that go against your spirit, your heart. And ask yourself, what is your role in these connections? And lead with patience. Lead with spirit. Don't be overly impulsive in making decisions and really take control of the choices and steer the ship. Navigate your life with a steady hand. Don't go overboard. It really is time to shine here too for you and embrace your light. Allow it to guide you, spirit, towards those healthier, more fulfilling divine connections within relationships, partnerships, etc., etc. Scorpio. Oh my God, a Scorpio. You magically are just intense and you're wonderfully, magnetically mysterious, and you've got this beautiful spiritual soul. We can't ignore the fact that you may also be pretty goddess stubborn as well, or you appear that way. Old habits die hard. But the moon is all about shedding the skin like a snake. It's the cozy blanket of nostalgia, reflecting, finally embracing the idea that it really is time to, I would say, bring out the broom, kick out the old, those rugged bad habits, rituals, like put them on the curbside, let the dumpster truck take them away. You know it. Those patterns really have been holding you back, restricting you from stepping into a new era. Skipping stones is kind of what it reminds me of. But hold on, here's the fantastic news. This full harvest moon is really spotlighting the arena of life that governs habits, routines, health. It's really nudging you, possibly dragging you, kicking and screaming, to really shake up communication patterns and shift your day-to-day perspective in your world, in your life. How does somebody do this? Well, it's time to get intimate, get personal with yours truly, yourself. Try dipping your toes into a spiritual routine. Break free from the monotony of those everyday common rituals and really gain more insight, understanding of those little small arenas in your life, those recurring experiences that really keep you returning back to. And then guess what? Some of them may just be serving a higher purpose, your higher purpose, releasing those old patterns, embrace change, embrace authenticity, take a firm hold on the world out in front of you. It's kind of like getting an allowance. So this is kind of a cosmic green light to truly authenticate some really positive, optimistic transformations. It's like shifting into a new gear. And I believe your new year starts on your birthday, just saying that for Libras too. That's what I believe. So this is your new year happening coming soon. Sagittarius, oh my goddess, you're an adventurous soul, aren't you? Are you ready for an injection of those joy molecules, a pleasure ladder, some happiness in your daily routines, your living style, lifestyle? The goddess of the night is illuminating upon your passion, excitement. It's the zone of creative expression, also known as your fifth house. However, your personal ruling planet is off on holiday. So this is adding some introspection to your lifestyle, habits, and whatnot. But here's the joy, the molecules. Give yourself permission to really dive in head first into being giddy, having some fun, some playfulness, without stressing over the noise. Your energy is all about adventure, freedom, exploration. And this lunation is your cosmic cheerleader. Like we all need a cheerleader, don't we? I think we do. But the heavenly universe is really cheering you on, really galactically calling for you to fully embrace, even embark your adventurous spirit. It's like a mini mental vacation. You might want to chant an Om, just saying. But the sweet spot for you is between what has to be done and what your heart really wants to do. So really enjoy this lunation, cheering you on, infusing your starlight with excitement, joy, laughter, all the things, the joys. It reminds me of the cantombles, if you've ever seen me channel the cantombles, but just being responsible, doing the duties are really a thing. But we do need to make room for fun and joy and exploration, freedom. Those things are actually well-deserved. And I just think having an energetic hiccup sometimes sends us a message that we do need to get out and have some fun. Shine our light brighter. Capricorn, are you ready for a cosmic twist? Well, the goddess of the night is illuminating the arena of life that really deals with home, family, your childhood upbringing, your emotional foundation, nurturing. You just may notice some old sensations of the past, an old age feeling kind of bubbling up to the surface, resurfacing, possibly stirring up some uneasiness. You may find yourself taking a breath. I would take a pause as well. Go on a retreat, leaving the hustle and the bustle, the hamster wheel. Your energy is all about focusing on that achievement, authority, being a leader, structure, whatever that means to you. However, this lunation needs a libation. It's a cosmic opportunity to unpack the treasure chest of insights about home, family, nurturing. It's time to let go of any childhood baggage that may still be weighing upon your shoulders. So just imagine having an authentic heart-to-heart conversation with your inner child self and exploring where your drive, ambition, desires authentically came from truly. What were those influencers of your past? Could be an ancestor. Do they still hold up when it comes to settling your own standards? It's like settling like a pioneer, settlers is what I went with there. But kind of get a pen, some paper, a pad, a journal, whatever, and allow your thoughts to flow as you really climb in your skin and body, slow down as you take that breath and that pause and write down all the things that you're feeling that are percolating, what memoirs pop up when you reflect on your childhood. So you may just be awakened, amazed about what you discover about your innate sense of drive, achievement, and exactly what does home, that emotional foundation, mean to you. Aquarius. Here we go. Is your brain on a cosmic spin? It's almost like you're going through the wash cycle. Getting a serious conduit, if you will, a flush, overly curious to, it's brimming over. So the mind is really a percolator. And I know I'm a Gemini. My mind's always popping all over the place. It's like squirrel nuts. But dive into your more intriguing topics, ones that really fascinate and challenge your beliefs, because you're an innovative, eclectic spirit. You're a natural-born humanitarian, always searching for ways to really navigate this world and make it a better place. But here's your cosmic twist. Your home family realm may be feeling a little bit on shaky ground, possibly a little tense. And this is all about shedding the old skin. Again, if I was doing a cowrie shell divination, I'm seeing the skin shed. Outdated perspectives that really just don't align with your present moment, your moment. It's like a cosmic spring cleaning of your mind, getting adjusted. Maybe expect some unexpected but validated, even unusual ideas to really pop in, but embrace them this time. But they're here to really nudge you as well to question why you do believe what you believe. Why do you engage in the eye-opening conversations that you do? And why certain topics really pique and pop your interests? The fascinating thing about this lunation for you, it's your moment to really bridge the gap between your old thoughts, along with the collective wisdom of the world that is a divine perspective. And just keep an open perspective, tapping into the wellspring of knowledge. I'm seeing the ninth energetic center, the soul's harmonic. Tap into that wellspring, along with insight that truly can only come from being openly receptive to those diverse ideas and experiences out into the world. And for the Pisces. So this is your cosmic kind of confident, ready to do the revealing of what truly matters to your heart, to you. It's deep sensitivity, intuition, profound connections in the world, your natural caring abilities, unconditional love, understanding the spiritual side of life. But let's flip the script. How about going on an inward journey, soliciting your own inner solitude and taking that energy and nurture yourself on the inside? This really is your chance, your opportunity to do just that. It's time to really open up, receive the bounty spirit, and be honest about what you really want. Take a peek at your finances of the other world, not just this one. Material possessions. Are they in heart alignment, true harmony with your authentic self, your spiritual essence? So it truly is a magnetic, kind of fantastic moment for some financial soul searching. It's not so much of the physical, it's more of the spirit world. So do kind of an indulgence check-in, if you will. Are they aligned with your higher self? And balance really is always the key in the fabric, right? The threads. Just overindulging and maybe even underindulging is going to throw you off your course at this time. I'm seeing the membrane. I don't know what's happening, but take a breath, step back, take a pause. That's what I always do. Reflect, consider where you can invest more of your energy, where it might be wise to really step back a notch, put the car in neutral for this lunation, because it's all about finding that sweet spot for you between what? Between the material and the spiritual abundance. So with that, let's dive into this harvest lunation meditation. So Aries is the root center. Libra is our throat center. Taurus is the earth star, Gemini the solar plexus, Cancer the sacral center, Leo is our heart, Virgo is the divine heart or the high heart, where Scorpio is our shaman's portal, Sagittarius is the soul's harmonic, Capricorn is force, empathy. A lot of Reiki healers have that energy in their hands. Aquarius is our third eye, and Pisces is the crown. So this may just light up those individual energetic centers for you. They're all connected, right? They all work together. They have their own rhythm. We've got them all. They're the sauce. They're the juice. So go ahead and get yourself in a meditative position. And as always, I like to inhale for a count of 3 or more. You do you. Hold for the count and then exhale. And as you do this, just know that you are protected. Know that your boundaries are aligned. Know that you are centered in the center that resonates and is aligned for you. And when I say center, whichever energetic center that is activated, your energy centers are open. They are ready for this. I'm going to call it the nectar, this activation. So inhale and just hold and then exhale. And as you do that, just allow your breath to flow as I affirm the magical being that resides within you, each and every one of you. And I'm affirming the mage that resides within me. I affirm our otherworldly spirit team, angels, guardians, gatekeepers, animal spirits, and more. I affirm the Great Spirit, God, universe, whatever resonates with you, source. I protect and I connect universal streams of red, subtle red, to our root center, cleansing and swirling our ability to manifest. And then exhale through the throat. Inhale through your personal divine blueprint down to the root center. Hold. I protect and connect to my manifestation, pouring streams of love, initiating spiritual action. Exhale and release. Inhale to the root center, activating our emotional foundation along with our emotional field, adding feeling to our manifestation. Exhale and release. Inhale to our root center, adding a universal affirmation like I am protected, my manifestation is safe, or whatever intention resonates with you. Exhale and release. Inhale to the root, and remember the exhale actually goes through the throat center. We are sending vibration out into the universe through the throat center. Holding at the root center, stir in the cosmic wishing well of wishing the tree a wish. Exhale and release. Inhale, universal streams to the root. You may notice your streams shift, change color. Just be aware, hold for a count of 3, and sense the attuning of frequency to your manifesting intention. Open to receive a new influx of vibration. Maybe a seed sound plays through the root center. Exhale and release. Inhale, universal streams of light down into and through your root center, feeling your root center open up like a lotus to receive a mystic message from the Great Spirit. Exhale through the throat center and then release. Inhale, universal streams down to the root. Hold and see if your imagination has something to show you. A being from another realm may appear, an elemental spirit, a sprite, a candomblé, a wild protector of nature. Take notice. Exhale through the throat and release. Inhale down to the root, adding sigils, signs, symbols to the root center. What appears for you? And don't worry if you're not getting a sign, a symbol. One golden egg is usually enough. Too many actually dissipate the intention within the root. Exhale and release through the throat. Inhale, universal streams down to the root. And now I affirm a cosmic bow tied around your intentions. a package, a gift to be held by the Great Spirit. Exhale and release. Inhale one last time, all the way down to the root. And on our exhale, through the Earth Star, as we connect and protect our manifestation, our ability to act, initiate, slowly exhaling as your personal steward, your gatekeeper, guardian, takes your package, your gift, to be accepted, received in the perfect time, which actually may be now, a week, a month. Just be ready to receive it from the universe when the time is right. Exhale and release. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Blessings, my energetic beings. And as always, I will see you on the other side. If this episode inspired you in some magical way, please take a screenshot of you tuning in on your device. You can either post it here in the comments, Instagram stories, tagging, of course, at the Tanya D. And to keep the momentum flowing, and if you're feeling into your heart, you know, it really does help with the algorithm and whatnot. If you could subscribe on my channel, I would totally gratefully appreciate it. But again, as always, it's all about paying it forward and lighting up the stage, the star that I believe we all are. Blessings.